Learn a Voice Live really came about as a result of young researchers. We wanted to do research with the young people that we're working with rather than to them, and really to make the young people involved in those projects, to give them a voice and for them to say how it's affected them rather than us saying that.
Welcome to Learn a Voice Live, and now the Minstope Soul Band.
I'd like to introduce Alice Taylor from Go Higher West Yorkshire. Alice is responsible for the work that Go Higher do across the whole of West Yorkshire. First question, Alice, what do you enjoy about your job?
Well, coming to events like this.
Why do you think it's important that you work with young people around the West Yorkshire area?
What we're trying to do is to work in areas where young people don't tend to go on to higher education, and find out why that is. And we've got projects here tonight that are going to talk about the things that they've done to find out some of those reasons, and also work with young people and parents, teachers, other people around in your community to say, well, what is going to make the difference? How can we support you? How can we give you the knowledge that you need to make the choice that's right for you, or give you the confidence to make that leap into something that maybe seems a little bit scary? So we're really, really passionate about trying to work with you so that you can make the right decision for you.
Thanks, Dante and Alice. When you came in, we carried out our own piece of research work and asked you some questions. This is what we found.
Okay, thank you. So our first question was, what are the types of people who are attending this event? Our audience is made up of 14% parents and guardians, 27% students, and 58% others invited guests. In terms of the others, we've got people from university staffs and council staffs.
I'm going to start off by saying my name's Kelvin and I'm from Mount St Mary's. I'm going to be one of the presenters today.
Thank you very much. Hi everybody, my name's Vincent. I'm from Appleton Academy in Wyke, and I'm also one of your presenters for the evening. Now, we joined on the sofa with Luke and Kieran, who are representing the young researchers from Appleton Academy.
So Luke, please can you tell us a bit more about the young researchers at Appleton Academy?
So the Young Research Project was basically, there was a group of us that had to go out into the community and find out some research about what people in the community thought about higher education.
So what made you want to get involved in the first place, Luke?
Probably the fact that it would build up our confidence skills and research skills that we could apply to different situations.
Kieran, what kind of things did you find out?
We found out that there are many people within our community that believe that university is a good thing. However, there are also many people that believe it's a very distant thing and they can't really get there.
Luke, what did you learn from the whole project?
I learned that research is a really good skill.
So would you recommend this to other students?
Absolutely.
Our Young Researchers programme has also involved other schools in West Yorkshire. Here are some students from Castleford Academy who would like to tell you about their experience.
Throughout our journey, we have developed many skills such as working in a team, being confident and listening to each other. It's been an eye-opening experience and helped us loads with many areas in school and out.
What do you think has been the most important skill you have developed, Finn?
Confidence. I was quite shy and timid when I started and wasn't confident in putting my ideas forward, but I've had to be confident because I've been interviewed in front of camera and now I'm sat in front of you guys, which is timid but not as much as what it used to be.
Call the next step. How do you see yours, Harry?
Now, thanks to being part of the Young Researchers, I have a much clearer view on what I want to do when I leave school. For me, my next step will be going to college to study A-levels. A year ago, I had no idea what I wanted to do or where I wanted to be. We are all keen on making sure others have had the same experience we've had.
Emily, do you think you're a better listener than you were 2 years ago?
Yeah, I feel my listening has enhanced a lot due to the fact that I've had to go to different interviews and different talks, so I've had to engage with what they're saying, but also I need to agree or maybe disagree. I feel quite privileged that I've been able to be part of a HE council because I've been able to transfer the skills I've learnt here into my real life. Like when my mum's talking to me, I can actually engage, but most of the time I just don't listen.
So Graham, what is your role with Go Higher West Yorkshire?
I'm an outreach officer for Leeds.
How are the higher education student councils different to normal student councils?
It's a good question. I think in two ways they're different. The first being that whereas traditional student councils are sort of inward-looking, trying to better the lives of students while they're at school, the higher education student councils are all about looking beyond school, so looking beyond the school gate and what they're going to do after year 11 or after year 13.
What do you hope the higher education student councils will go on to achieve in the future?
In short, that it expands throughout the region and even throughout the country, and that ultimately it becomes absolutely normal that young people, teachers, parents talk about higher education.
It's great to hear about these student councils.
Let's take a look at how these student council participants explored the world of higher education and got on during their training.
NCOP is trying to promote college for university and further education to high schoolers and younger generations.
I feel like from being really little I always knew that I wanted to go to university. I've always been really academic at school, so it was just a natural sort of progression. Even though some of the jobs that I want to go into in the future don't necessarily need a degree, just doing any form of degree opens so many opportunities and doors that I wouldn't get if I didn't go.
During today's visit, the most interesting thing that I've learnt is about university finances and how the students have to manage their money and be more independent.
I've actually learned that there's over 44,000 different courses, which obviously means there's something for everyone and everything.
When you're choosing your A-level options or BTECs, I think you need to have a wide range to show that you're versatile as a person, but also choose subjects that you know you're going to get good grades in, but then also choose subjects that you're going to really enjoy.
So, we have 5 items, and they are things that you would need to know how much they cost if you were a student at higher education, and we're going to see if our young people actually know how much these things would cost. Laura, first item, please. A single tin of Heinz baked beans. Other brands are available. The team that get the points are the team that get it closest without going over. 1 tin Heinz baked beans. Just one. Harley and Vincent. How much? 69 pence, okay. Kelvin and Jamil. How much?
80p.
80p, ooh.
Oh, we've gone Aldi prices. We're going 4 for £1.
Yep. 33p for one, but yeah.
I can reveal that the answer is 85 pence.
Yes!
How much is the maximum amount of maintenance loan that you are eligible for if you live away from home and outside of London? Maintenance loan is the money that students can get when they go to university to pay for their rent, their food, all the other things that aren't their tuition. It's all got incredibly intense. Okay. Kelvin and Jamil, have you got an answer for?
Yeah. 2,200.
Okay. Ellis and Oliver?
We got about 4,850.
4,850.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what?
That's not me, so is it?
Well, it's 11 inside London.
11 inside London, you remember that. Vincent's heard my student finance talk about 3 or 4 times now.
So how's that?
However, the maximum amount that you're entitled to away from home outside of London is £8,430, which means the closest without going over is Ellis and Oliver, which means we have a tie, which in true Mount St Mary style can only be broken with rock, paper, scissors. Are you doing rock, paper, scissors to choose who plays rock, paper, scissors? Can we have a drum roll, please? Go.
1-0. Best of three. That was in the rules.
I wish we could do best of 3. We're already about 25 minutes behind schedule. I'm very happy to call that a tie. Can we have a big round of applause for our contestants?